messes it up.
You mentioned the perfect theme. That seems to be a common theme throughout the pilot anyway, and maybe probably the rest of the series. Is there, everyone's like the perfect party or the perfect moment with Nate?
Right, yeah.
Is that even achievable?
Well,
or?
I think that especially for Blair, she has this sort of, she looks at somebody like Audrey Hepburn and she's like, you know, seeing her not in her life, but the way she was in movies, and everything works out in an Audrey Hepburn movie, you know? She might be silly and goofy and, you know, not the perfect person, but everything kind of works out. The first kiss comes at the most beautiful moment, and, you know, she always shows up at the ball and everybody looks at her, you know? So it can be kind of, I think, sad when that doesn't work out.
You mentioned some of Blair's insecurities, like always, or trying to be thin. For example, the book will delves into serious issues. Do you think the TV series will also have some serious issues for Blair to deal with?
Yes, I do. I think she is, she's definitely going to go through a lot, I think, for the series. We don't know exactly what, but I know that in the book she has eating disorder, she has bulimia, and that's something that, you know, as, you know, real as the character is and how, you know, she's beautiful and she has, you know, kind of everything. She has the same exact problems as anybody in,
and no matter how much
anywhere.
money you have.
Yes,
it's like
same problems as anybody else, just sort of amplified by the fact that she has eyes on her and people looking at her and what she's wearing.
That must be exciting, that type of character to play for you, someone who's got many layers. And you as an actress.
That's why I was saying it's like, a huge challenge.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing, but I think that I found enough in Blair that was likable and so much like me.
Oh, yeah?
You know, because, I mean, she is, you know, she's a smart girl. She's sort of, you know, foxy and, you know, she's feisty and she's got a lot of good things about her, but she's definitely vulnerable and insecure, and I think just like any teenage girl who's sort of growing up, so I think a lot of people can relate to it.
So Gossip Girl is an unidentified person behind like a popular blog site, right? So with sites like Perez Hilton and Facebook gaining momentum, is gossip getting easier?
Gaining momentum.
Well, it is. It is the thing, right? That and MySpace. What do you think? It's getting easier to track gossip now?
Yeah, but I will tell you, it's Kristen Bell.
Shh,
don't tell anybody.
I love that.
From Veronica
I love
Mars.
her.
I mean, it's no secret, but, you know, she's not actually going to be in the show. She's just kind of, it's very much like in the Desperate Housewives kind of way. Like, it's not an actual character in the show, but she is the Gossip Girl, you know?
That's cool.
But, yeah, I mean, you can get gossip anywhere, anytime, day or night, online, TV, friends, magazines, whatever.
And now the show, because it's going to be huge, right? And you're going to be launched into, like, you know, everyone's going to want to know what you're wearing or what you're doing and snap
Nobody's
photos.
going to care.
How are you going to keep your private life private?
By not really leading that interesting of a... No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, I think that the best thing to do is just stay grounded, and I haven't actually experienced it yet, so I can't say.
It's coming.
This is sort of the
kidding.
before, and next time you see me, I'll be like, who are you? I'm just kidding.
I love it.
I'm just
We've
kidding.
got that on tape.
Right,
so
okay,
great. That's great.
I was never here.
So you just surround yourself with good people, I
yes,
guess, right?
surround yourself with good people, and remember that, you know, I mean, even if it is a great show, and it is, I mean, it's going to hopefully be viewed by millions of people, and everybody can relate to it, whether you're, you know, a family person, somebody you know with kids, and you're a grandparent, or if you're just like a 13-year-old girl and you're going through the same problems, you know? Yeah. So I think that there's no guarantee it's going to go as long as we want it to, but I have good feelings. So I think that it could, but I think, you know, anything can happen. So I'm not gonna, you know, go out and buy a Ferrari. I don't think it's time for that.
Not yet.
No.
And lastly, you were on 24. You had a So did you get to work with Kiefer? Who's
no,
Canadian?
I mean, yes, I know he's Canadian, and everybody loves him, and so many good artists come from Canada, and I've been counting. Every time I'm like,
Savage is Canadian?
Stephanie Savage is Canadian, and I know that Mike Myers is Canadian. You guys got Pamela Anderson, which is great, and there's a lot of people.
What was your experience like working on 24? Did you?
I saw Kiefer, and there's like this Hall of Fame, because he has this like hallway going into, you know, the studio, which is like all of his posters and from all of his movies, his great movies that he's done. And then I see him across the room, and I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to talk to him. Like, I was kind of intimidated, but actually my storyline wasn't with him, so I got to work with John Abode and Shahre Agdashlu.
Well, yeah,
I love
yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
she's
name.
great, she's great.
Yeah, so, but I got the...
I know, but it was still fun.
No,
You
that
were
was a
24,
great death.
dude.
Are you
Come
kidding?
on, that's
Everybody
great.
remembers that. They're like, you were poisoned, weren't you? And then shot. I remember that.
You're like, thanks.
And no, I love that. That was a great dramatic death. And I haven't really had one like that, so...
Well, hopefully Blair won't have one anytime soon.
No,
Yeah.
no, but she will. I'm sure that she'll be having plenty of issues. So,
Well,
but she'll be, she'll be the sort of underdog, I think.
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And, well, we look forward to seeing more of her. And you, thank you so much
Thank
for coming.
you. Thank you for having me.
Great.